Hypothesis, nerd emoji. I have to make my hypothesis. Oh, yes. Just for that chat, the rest of the stream will be read in the nerd voice. Bzzzt, bzzzt. I groan as I sluggishly move my arm over to shut my alarm off. I stayed up pretty late last night, though it wasn't because I was up playing games or anything. Okay, I'm not actually doing this. I groan and sluggishly move my arm over to shut my alarm off. I stayed up pretty late last night, though it wasn't because I was up playing games or anything. Okay, well that's technically a lie. I stayed over Sayori's a lot later than usual because her mother was working late. We worked on assignments together and then decided to relax on some party games she had. Dokapon Kingdom? I always kept reassuring her that I'd be fine and not too tired. This is probably going to be hard to keep up. Eyes already seem to be closing themselves and my mind wanders. Sayori's mom usually leaves early in the morning, so there's a short time where she's by herself. Started to try and trust that Sarah would be okay in such a short amount of time, which feels so messed up to think, but can't really help it. Thinking about that night sends chills up my spine. Shake my head. In any case, I'm sure she's still sleeping. She's been getting a tad better at waking up at the right time, but for these past few days, I still have to wake her. Not that I mind, of course. Making sure she's okay is my #1 priority. Dokapon would make her depression worse, Zero, and Mario Party wouldn't? Like, any party game would be terrible. Why did you steal my star? I'm sorry! Reset the game! My surprise, Sayori's already outside, just beyond my front porch. Good morning, Zero. Did I surprise you? Yeah, you did actually. How late we stayed up last night. I'm surprised you're up as early as I am. I'm just excited for today's poem presentation. I made sure it was really good this time. Poem? Oh god, I didn't write any poems! I didn't write any poem. I think you meant I didn't write my poem? Oh, actually, no, I didn't write any poem, is correct, yeah. Oh god, I didn't write any poem! I completely forgot! Zero, you said you'd work on it after you went home! Did I say that? Whoops. It's no big deal. I'll just talk to Monica and she'll... Are you forgetting who you're talking to, Zero? Oh, don't tell me you're serious. I am the vice president of the club. You should remember to take it more seriously. Your tries her hardest to sound tough and intimidating, but... if I'm being honest with myself, it only makes her cuter than she already is. Cracked a smile. I knew you weren't being serious. I am being serious. I'll have to punish you for this. Oh no! Oh man! Chat, now we're in trouble. Ooh, what are you gonna do? Take away my video games? Yeah, maybe. I didn't think that far ahead yet. You're adorable, Sayori. Now we should probably head out before we're late. Really brush my hand through her hair and throw my backpack over my shoulder. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Only just started catching up. Ah, well, she doesn't seem to mind either way. By the way, did you take your pills this morning? Yep, can't forget those. Good to hear. As we reach the main entrance, Sayori suddenly jolts a little and reaches in her bag to pull out her cell phone. What's up, Sayori? My therapist just messaged me. Oh? About what? She says she won't be able to make the session later today, so she pushed it up to the same time as the club meeting. Oh, I'm sure it'll be okay, Sayori. I can let Monica know to hold off on the poem presentations. Plus, that gives me time to work on my own. You do that for me? Of course. Don't worry about a thing, Sayori. Besides, the session will be much better for you anyway. Well, if you think so, then I guess it's okay. I'm just a little worried about Monica. What if Yuri and Natsuki fight again? Might be too much for her to handle alone. I'm sure it'll be fine. One like that won't happen again. I'm sure. Like I said, don't worry. Sure she can handle things just fine. Alright, Zero. Thanks for looking out for me. Anytime, Sayori. What else are friends for? Right. Friends. I nearly smacked myself in the face right in front of her. It didn't really occur to me how a harmless statement like that could completely make or break her day. I really do suck at this stuff. Before I have a chance to say anything, Sayori grabs my arm.
I'm serious about your poem, though. You got lucky.
All right. Won't ever happen again, boss.
Glad to hear it then.
It won't happen again, boss, I swear. Thank you for the 100 bits, DJ. Sayori's like the most scariest person in the mod right now. Me, look at her being angry. I'm so scared. I'm scared too. What's she gonna do, chat? Sayori's capable of many things. What if she, like, takes away my Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading cards? What if she takes away my trading cards, Yug?
Acknowledging a problem is the first step to solving it.
Psh, isn't that deep. Whatever puts a smile on your face.
It does. Now let's head to class.
Got me shaking in my boots. You'll always be my dearest acquaintance, Sayori. Sayori, I love that you'll always be my dearest friend. I love you for always being my dearest friend. There you go. Why did he say that? Easy. All problems have been solved. I love you for always being my dearest friend. There we go. I fixed DDLC. Good ending. There it is. There it is. Well, he ain't you, Zero, and that is true. You know me, chat. I always know the right things to say. Compromise. Why is everyone sending the Natsuki no emojis in the chat? What the fuck? I'm right. Stop booing me. Let it aside before entering the club room. Without Sayori. Oh gosh. I had like a burp in my freaking mouth. Without Sayori here, I wonder if I should have bothered coming at all. The poem presentations are canceled for today anyway. So what else should I be doing here? What? Visiting the club? What the fuck? MCS, I got to beat you up, man. The poem presentations were canceled? Why am I even here? Because it's normal. Because you're a member? Barry did ask me to spend more time with the others, which in all honesty is kind of a strange request. Does he want to be a member of this club? Get this guy out of here. Bro really was in it just for the freaking pussy, huh? That's crazy. I mean, I like how I'm like, that's crazy, when it's like, that's kind of what the base game was about. Well, not fully. He felt bad, actually. If anything, he got guilt tripped. It's always forgotten, all right? Everyone's like, MC joined just so he could get a girlfriend. That's not true. He got guilt tripped. He wasn't gonna join. They guilt tripped that, my man. Why haven't we killed this motherfucker yet? I want this motherfucker to die! It's like, that's not true. He got guilt tripped. He just said, you know, since I'm here, I can make the most of it, and maybe I could even get closer to one of these girls. You know, he was just looking on the bright side, all right? I'm not an MC defender by any means, but I just want to make sure that he gets criticized where he needs to be criticized. Like when he blamed Sayori when she told him about his depression. That part's undefensible. He's just kind of stupid there. But Surely she understands why that's hard to do. They can peek through the window. I've seen her both standing near the front of the room having a conversation between themselves. Yeah, easier said than done, Sayori. Plus, if I talk to one of them, wouldn't one feel left out? Hear my phone vibrate and take it out of my pocket.
Remember to spend time with the others too, okay?
Jeez, really don't have a choice. Speaking of the others, though, I wonder where Monica is. We're heading in to overhear some of their conversation.
It's kind of awkward sometimes, you know? Like, I don't mean to be a bad person or anything. You're not. It's okay. Even I myself don't know how to deal with the feelings.
Glad the clubroom doors open and let myself in. Hey guys, how's it going? There's a scratch in my head.
What's up, Zero? Good afternoon. Is Sayori going to be absent today?
Oh, you didn't know? Wouldn't have assumed Monica would have mentioned it. All presentations are postponed as a result.
Oh, what? That sucks. Just want to show you guys how much I've improved. Same here. Oh, and Monica? Late as usual, I guess. She hasn't texted us anything.
Ah, well, she responded earlier. She told me she'd let you all know, and that was about it. All right, so what's the plan then? Also, time for my... I mean, did you guys really think that you were just gonna... You guys really think I was just gonna let this slide and not put any theory about this? You guys thought I was just gonna... I just wasn't gonna give my thoughts on what they could be mentioning? You fools. Anyway, just kind of awkward sometimes. Like, I don't mean to be a bad person or anything. Okay, if she's saying that, this is probably about Sayori. If I'm taking a guess here, like a shot in the dark, because it could be about maybe being awkward around MC, I guess. You know, for him, it could be about that. But considering Natsuki says, I don't want to be mean to be a bad person, that's typically something somebody would say around someone who you could see as like a victim of something. So I could definitely see her talking about Sayori, saying that, you know, both of them kind of feel awkward around her sometimes, which, again, isn't a bad thing. It's a fair thing to, you know, it's something that was kind of sprung on them and everything. It's not like it's a bad feeling to have. I mean, if anything, confronting it is better than pretending like everything's fine, you know? Anyway, I hope YouTube enjoyed my little theory, because my Twitch chat is just being mean right now. I'm gonna buy a new Twitch chat. I'm selling this one. Anybody want them? Alright, so what's the plan then? What, me? What do you expect me to do? Well, Sayori's the vice. Surely you should relay some sort of plan to you or something. She would relay some sort of plan to you or something. Natsuki, Sayori can barely make plans for her own breakfast. You didn't expect her to make actual plans for the club, do you? Psh, yeah, I guess you have a point. Alright, it's whatever. I'm gonna go read over there for now. Just call me when you need me. Sure, Natsuki. Also, can I just say, thank God we can still allow MC to make just like casual jokes about Sayori, because I feel like sometimes some mods or stuff, like they make him feel like he can't even make jokes about Sayori anymore, because it's like, all right guys, I know she has depression, but that doesn't mean every single asset of Sayori's personality was false. Like, Sayori is still clumsy. She is still forgetful. Like, that's still her character. That is still her. So it's like, I will say, I do love how he can still say things like, Sayori forgets to make her own breakfast. Like, maybe everyone would be like, he can't say that, she has depression. Like, that has nothing to do with her depression. she can still be clumsy and forget to make her own breakfast. Like, people without depression do that. Sure, Natsuki. Natsuki walks off to usual reading spot, leaving me with Yuri, looking as timid as ever.
If it's any consolation, I don't think it's bad that you didn't have any backup plans for us. And I surely don't expect Sayori to have any plans for us either. It's not her responsibility. It's Monika's.
Yeah, but it's alright though. I understand why Natsuki would be a little annoyed at that. Just being honest, I didn't even know if it was worth showing up today. Even their poem presentations are canceled.
It's a good thing you still did. Otherwise, I would have been stuck here with Natsuki.
Wait, Natsuki was like actually like upset at that? Hold on, I'm sorry, did I miss that? I guess I have a pointer, that's what I'm going to read over there. She didn't seem too upset. She just said, alright, I'm going over there. Call me when you need me. She didn't seem that upset. She was just fine. I mean, I guess Natsuki mostly just seemed annoyed because she couldn't say her poem.
Not that it's a bad thing, of course. I quite enjoy talking with her sometimes.
That's over to Natsuki's reading spot. You seem to have noticed her name being mentioned. I'm somewhat relieved about that. Yeah, I understand. No need to explain yourself. Suddenly the clubroom doors slide open fiercely.
Sorry I'm late, everyone. Got caught up with a few things.
Late is an understatement! You didn't even let us know Sayori wasn't going to be here, nor did you tell us the poem presentation would be canceled.
Sorry, Natsuki. It's just tough managing all this stuff sometimes, you know?
Oh no! She's got little bags under her eye. Oh my god, they made them actually look a lot better now. They look way more realistic instead of the creepy things they looked like before. You don't think that maybe you should take a little break? I mean, you look pretty tired.
Me? Tired? Not a chance. This isn't anything I'm not used to. It's just a busy week. Although I could use a nice relaxing club session today. So I guess it works out that we won't have to present poems.
Yeah, I could use that today too, now I think about it.
Same for me as well. I enjoy getting to know Zero a little more.
Monika's eyes seem to glint.
Don't try to steal Zero away from Sayori now.
Monica!
Now that was a good one.
Natsuki and Monica walk off towards the front of the club room, leaving me with a very red Yuri. Yuri, it's alright. It was just a joke.
You don't actually believe I'd do that to her, do you?
No, of course not. Honestly, that joke wasn't very funny. Joke's on you, I think it was hilarious. I don't really get why being close friends with you is weird, since I'm friends with them too, aren't I?
Close friends? You consider us close?
I'd probably jump the gun there, but I'd like to be your friend. Close friend would be even better.
I'm sorry, would you excuse me for a moment?
What?
Wait, what did I...
Not stopping, Yuri hurries out of the club room without a second thought. Oh, that's right, because, I didn't even think about that. Because I was gonna say, in my head while I was reading, I was like, aw, man, is this another mod where somehow all of the girls are in love with MC? And then I remembered the plot of the mod. This is the base game. That means canonically, they all do have a crush on the MC. So then I was like, ah, shit. Like, if we were to, like, physically, it has to be that way, you know? Like, because with the way the story is functioned, they all have to have a crush on MC, because canonically, they did all have a crush on MC. No matter what people may want to tell you and believe in their headcanons, all of them had feelings for MC. No matter what people may try to fool themselves to believe. Oh, damn. The poor MC. Without stopping, Yuri hears out of the club room without a second thought.
Hey, what did you say to her?
But nothing! Natsuki storms up to me and stands on her tiptoes, getting close to my face.
What did you do, dummy? You made her run off again.
No, I didn't say anything. You guys are the ones who made that joke.
Me? I didn't have anything to do with that. What's going on here? What are you two fighting about? Well, Yuri ran off again. Zero thinks it's because of the joke you made.
I nod my head in agreement, hopefully to take more of the blame off of me.
She always does this, doesn't she?
Monica whispers, but just loud enough for both Natsuki and I to hear it.
Yeah, she does.
Not that I'm worried or anything.
I just wish you knew exactly what it was about.
Wait, you don't think this is about long bathroom breaks?
No, you big dummy! You don't think I'm gonna figure that out by now?
Oh, wait, guys, I don't think she's just peeing in there. I love that he is. I don't know, there's something charming about how stupid he still is as base game MC. There is something charming about how dumb he is. You guys don't think this is about the bathroom breaks. Guys, I think she just has to pee. Oh, they're all just talking, and he's just like, yeah, she might have a urinary tract infection, you know? Like, it's not very, this isn't very healthy.
I don't know what it really is, though. Honestly, I think she just gets bored at the club. She's always acting so high and mighty around me.
Well, have you two gone to go look for her? You both seem to agree that this isn't the first time this has happened.
Well, no, of course not. Well, I don't really think it's necessary. I already talked to her about it yesterday. Fairly sure remember what I told her. As I was saying... No, I haven't gone to check on her.
Monica's really trying to oversell.
I don't want to seem like a creep or anything.
Aren't you two friends? Why don't we all just go look for her together?
That doesn't sound any better. Imagine if you're just minding your own business and then suddenly the entire group shows up to ask what you're up to.
Yeah, alright. Good point.
Look, in the end, it's Yuri's personal business anyway. Just wish she'd explain herself before running off like that.
Take a moment to gather my thoughts. Natsuki won't go look for her because she doesn't feel like interfering with Yuri's personal stuff. And Monica's wholly convinced that it's a bathroom thing. She did talk to her yesterday, after all. I don't know. I mean, I'm conflicted here. Because I'm like, was Monica not talking to Yuri about her problem yesterday? Was that a I guess it's a bad thing, because, like, I guess it's a bad thing because obviously, you know, something like this is a bad thing to continue happening. So yeah, Monica allowing her to keep doing it and pretending like she knows nothing, I guess it could definitely be seen as the bad thing, and not confronting it fully with Yuri. Because, I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, Yuri's gonna cry. Yuri's gonna cry, she's gonna fight back, and she's gonna be upset about it. But the thing is, you're gonna have to get past that, you know? And I think that's probably where I was I was miscalculating, was the fact that I was like, Yuri looked more relieved that Monica didn't talk to her about it. And I'm like, but to be fair, she only looked more relieved because she doesn't want to talk about it. And it's like, this is kind of something you have to talk about. You know, in the same vein as Sayori doesn't want to talk about her depression, but like, you kind of have to talk about it. You know, so yeah, I could definitely see Monica kind of pretending that everything's fine could definitely be seen as a bad thing as well. I guess Monica not being able to change it in the console, she doesn't know how to handle it, like she's a fish out of water in here. That's exactly what I was thinking too. Maybe she also doesn't really know how to handle a situation like that, even from a caring perspective. She's like, what do I do? Do I go and talk to Yuri about this? Like, how do you bring that up? It's very awkward. But yeah, so it's like, I don't know. But I definitely do think if she didn't have the epiphany, I feel like Monica would talk to her about it in that scenario. So I feel like the fact that she has to deal with the epiphany and that she was the better option at that point was just to drop it, I think. Neither of you want to go look for her? Two girls shake their head. Well, would it make you feel any better if I went to go look for her? And what are you going to do? Knock on the bathroom door and ask, how's it going in there? Well, not exactly. When you put it like that, it sounds stupid, because it is stupid. Jeez, you never think these things through, do you? Hey, that was just spitballing here. Can I remind you what happened in the closet that one time? Monica snickers to herself. Point taken. Look, just go knock on the door, and if nobody answers, come back. Sound easy enough? Sure, I'll do that then. I walk out into the now empty hallway. Over here, Monica asking Natsuki for more context on the closet incident, and I can't help but sigh in embarrassment. Either way, it doesn't matter now. I've got other priorities. See, why would she have any reason to talk to Natsuki? See, like I said, Monica still has that caring side. It's there. Why would she talk to Natsuki when MC's not even there? Yet she's talking to her because she cares. Care, Yuri, care. I meant Louie. Care, Louie. Kind of expect other students or teachers to be around, but it seems a little more emptier than usual. Strange. I'll go to the woman's bathroom and knock on the door a few times. Yuri? No answer. Though I don't think Yuri would be the type to call out that she's in the bathroom. What are you doing? We said, go, knock on the door. That's it. What is wrong with you? He messes everything up. Yuri, it's Zero. You doing all right? I pray and hope to God nobody else besides Yuri's in here. Again, no response. She's not in the restroom. Where else could she be? Walk back towards the club room, glancing through the window. Monica and Natsuki seem to be distracted. Quickly duck under the windows and keep walking down the hallway towards another classroom. Couldn't have gone far. It's quite a walk to get from here to the library. If Natsuki's theory is correct, maybe that's where she goes if she gets bored. Yuri never came across the type to just ditch people like that. Maybe that's just how Natsuki sees her. To continue walking, I see a door slightly open. Oh no. I gently push it open and oh no. Oh god. Ah, no. Gah! Zero! No! Yuri's holding a blade in her right hand, and her left arm is full of fresh cuts. She scrambles to hide the knife in her blazer before closing her eyes and running past me. What the hell? I only stare into the empty classroom in shock. Drops of blood are on the floor and on the desk she was near. I never would have imagined that this is what she was running off to go do. Did I go tell Monica? Natsuki? What do I do? I'm not qualified to handle something like this at all. I turn around and walk into the hallway. Now I'm extremely conflicted. I either go and find where Yuri went, or I return to the club room and act as if nothing happened. Or should I tell them? All of these seem like horrible ideas. I'm not equipped to handle something like this. Zero, where are you? Shoot. Walk out of the classroom and see Natsuki down the hallway, already heading towards the restroom. Hey, over here! My best to act natural, which probably makes my behavior seem more erratic. No luck, huh? I assume you tried the bathroom then? Yeah, no response from her. Decided to check this room too. Man, maybe you just went over to the library then. Just booked it. Wouldn't you agree? Idiot. Sure, Zero. That joke was so bad it's not even worth acknowledging. Right! Natsuki gives me a confused stare before turning around. Well, if she's not concerned about us, we won't be concerned about her. Easy. You coming back? Oh yeah, I just have to use the little boy's room. Little boy's room? What the hell am I saying? I was about to say, I was like, little boy's room? I gotta use the little boy's room. Like, what the hell? Who are you? I'm a dad from the 1950s? Like, what? God, you're so weird. Even weirder than usual. Just hurry back, idiot. Natsuki walks back down the hallway and enters the club room. Head back towards the restroom and pretend to enter the men's bathroom. Once the coast is absolutely clear, walk to the girls' restroom and place my ear against the door. You're faint, but hear very light sobs coming from the other side. God, this is really hard. What do I do? I really don't want to hurt her. I really don't want her to hurt herself, though. If I don't do something. I gently knock on the door. Yuri? You okay? Silence. Which is about what I expected. Now I've got two choices. Enter the bathroom and risk embarrassing her even more, or return to the club. Screw it. Yuri, I'm going in, okay? As I slowly open the door, a metallic clang echoes throughout the bathroom. Yuri's down on her knees, bloody knife lay in front of her. Jesus. Entire body is shivering violently. Left arm is completely exposed and dripping with blood. Each cut looks as if it just happened mere seconds ago, which is probably the case. Being Yuri like this is...
God, help me. I can't feel my body.
I look up to see Yuri's face covered in tears, while her entire body exudes a sense of intense stiffness. Yuri! All I can say. Her eyes opening up to meet my gaze leaves me completely speechless. We stared at each other like this for a while. I slowly start walking towards her.
Stop! Stay away from me!
Do as she says, mostly out of fear. I feel completely powerless in this situation. It was probably a mistake to even come here in the first place.
I bet you think I'm a freak now. Don't you? It's not my fault, I swear. I just can't help it. It's the only way I know how to feel better.
Yuri closes her eyes and continues to shiver intensely. She begins to whisper to herself.
I don't want to die. Make it stop.
My own judgment. I look over and kneel down next to Yuri at eye level. I close my eyes and hold my breath. Place my hand on her shoulder. Her eyes jolt open and look directly at me.
Zero?
Yeah? Just me. Or if me being in the girl's bathroom makes this a little strange. His body slowly stops shivering. Shakily moves her right hand to roll her sleeve back down.
I really hope nobody would ever see me like this. Yet, I always knew.
Chokes up on her words.
I always knew somebody would have found out. But why did it have to be you? Sorry. I didn't mean for it to come out like that. It's just, you've already got too many things to deal with. I feel awful that you had to see me like this.
I'm the only one who knows about this? Make sure to keep my voice low and gentle. Billy nods in response.
I don't want anyone else to see the person I truly am. Natsuki will think I'm a freak,
Monica will think I'm a freak. Everyone will think that about me. She won't talk with me anymore.
Who? Natsuki? She nods.
Not just Natsuki. You, Sayori, Monica. You're all the closest friends I've ever had. I don't want to lose any of you.
Not going to happen. I already accept you for who you are. This won't change anything. You're still my friend. I'm sure Natsuki and the others around would understand as well. He stares at me, tears glistening under the bathroom's lighting.
I don't think you understand. I need help. I don't think I can stop on my own. This isn't something I'd like to keep doing to myself. I'm afraid of things I do to myself. But I really can't help it. Ever since I was a little girl, I would be punished for doing the things I loved. You see, I never once got a chance to truly express myself. I was always afraid to do so. Because even if my parents would judge me for it, surely everyone else will. In my parents' eyes, I wasn't the perfect girl they wanted me to be. Eventually, it got to a point where I didn't want to show myself to anybody. I always pushed people away because I'm ashamed of who I really am. It's why I ran away from you, even though I knew in my heart that was futile.
But you shared your love for horror inside the club. You always seemed so confident and relaxed whenever you talked about it.
I felt comfortable around you guys. The club in general. Monica made it a place where I felt I could finally reveal a part of my true self to others. But you saw how truly awful I can be sometimes.
What? What are you talking about?
That fight with Natsuki. I really should not have gotten that angry.
It doesn't make you an awful person, Yuri. It makes you normal.
Normal? You still don't understand, Zero. I cut myself in order to feel relief. I cut myself to release all the built-up tension I have inside. I'm afraid people will leave me because nobody wants to deal with someone like me. And at the same time, it creates even more tension and anxiety that I can only solve by cutting. Got to the point where any intense emotions would entice me to cut myself. But doing so, I'd probably break down. Whenever I feel too happy, too sad, scared, angry,
Yuri's lip begins to quiver intensely.
I just want to tear my arms apart.
Yuri screams out and lets her sobs echo throughout the bathroom. Feels like it's running a mile a minute, and not a single word comes to my mind about any of this. Are you okay? What can I do to help? I'm here for you. None of these typical statements feel right anymore.
This doesn't feel right.
What?
I shouldn't be telling you any of this. I messed up, like I always do. I don't need your help. You can't help me. Surely you know that by now.
But
No matter what you do or what you say, Zero, I'm too far gone. And I messed up by telling you. I already know what people are going to say. They'll say that I'm just a freak, an attention-seeking girl who doesn't deserve a single lick of it. The only thing they'll get wrong is I don't want attention. I just want to be left alone.
Yuri's body language along with her words tells me everything I need to know. This isn't just her telling me about her deepest secrets. She's telling this to herself. They're exactly the same words that she's told herself plenty of times before. I can feel it. And no amount of self-intuition is going to help me save this situation.
You really should get back to the club, Zero. Natsuki and Monica are waiting for you. Tell them I'm quitting the literature club.
No! No way! I'm not leaving you here like this. Yuri suddenly slams her injured arm against the wall, causing drops of blood to sputter out from her sleeve.
Leave me alone, Zero.
Yuri starts crying softly, an indication that she doesn't want to talk anymore. But leaving her on the bathroom floor like this is, well, it's not even an option. Yuri, I don't know how to help you. You're right about that. I do know that walking away from this is a bad idea. It would make me a bad friend.
No, it wouldn't.
Not impossible for you to be wrong either. Come on. Deep down inside, I know you don't want to walk away from this. You told me yourself that you hate having to resort to that stuff to feel better.
You don't understand, Zero. I can't be helped.
Yes, you can. I know you can. I'm already witnessing it firsthand.
What do you mean?
Getting back to the week where Sayori was away from school recovering. Well, Sayori told me something that I don't think I've thought much about until now. Told me acknowledging a problem is the first step to solving that problem. Sure, the situations are wildly different, and I might even be making a mistake by using this as an example. But I don't think she's wrong.
No, she isn't wrong. But she's still recovering. You and I both know she hasn't really gotten through this.
I'm sorry. I'm not very good at handling this type of thing. Point is, I think you've already made a very important step towards improving yourself. Even if it doesn't feel like it, I guess. Look, I care. We all care about you. Me being here should be enough proof of that. I don't have some magical solution to any of this, but I can be here for you. As your friend. I guarantee the others would do the same. Yuri stays completely silent. Come on, Yuri. Not leaving this bathroom until you feel better.
You don't hate me?
No, of course not. It's very much the opposite. After all this, you're still my friend. Even if I didn't accidentally walk in on you today, I'd still be more than happy to discuss different types of novels with you.
But why? Why would you go so far for me?
Because that's what friends do. I smile lightly and offer my hand to her. Sniffles and shakily takes my hand. Help her up off the floor, only for her to stumble a bit. I gotcha. You're alright now. Without thinking, I wrap my arms around her, hoping that this would add some more credibility to my words. Her light gasp, and she slowly raises her arms up to hug back.
I still don't understand how any of this works. I've never had a friendship like this before. What if this is what it feels like?
Stay silent for a little while. Feeling alright now?
Yeah.
Let's get back to the club. Sound okay? I let go of Yuri and let out a sigh, almost as if I've been holding my breath the entire time.
I think I'm going to head home for now. The club meeting is almost over anyway.
Oh, you sure? Billy nods and smiles.
Yes, I think I'll be okay. I think I have a good idea of what to write in my poem for tomorrow's meeting then.
It's great to hear, Yuri. If you ever need anything, please don't hesitate to give me a call or shoot me a text.
Alright.
Yuri's still shaking slightly, wipes away her tears and pulls out her cell phone. I follow suit and open up my contacts. Surprised I never added Yuri to my phone, but we weren't that close at first. We quickly exchanged numbers and put our phones away. So I guess we should get out of here. Huh. This looks kind of strange.
Yes, you're right. Let's leave.
You're ready to walk out. Yuri slowly bends down and picks up her blade. Carefully observes it before letting out a heavy sigh. Gracefully walks over to the bathroom sink and delicately washes it. Becomes oblivious that this blade represents so much more to her than I would have guessed. Now, it's not really my place to question it. Reaches into her blazer pocket and pulls out a leather sheath and gently puts her blade away. Lets out a sigh as she rolls her sleeve back up again, leaving a blood-stained arm that is bleeding profusely. As I prepare myself to offer help, she's already cleaning her wounds with so much care and proficiency, it's obvious now that she's been doing this for a while. I hear her wince softly in the silence of the bathroom, but she never looks back my way. She grabs a bundle of paper towels, wraps her arm up, and rolls her sleeve back down. I quickly turn away and head out the door, not before checking if anybody's around. One lashing out at me for being in the girls' bathroom is probably the last thing I need right now. I walk a short distance away from the bathroom as I wait for Yuri to come out. So, guess I'll be seeing you then. Yuri only nods and smiles. What about your bags? You okay with leaving them in the club?
I'll message Monica to keep it safe for me until tomorrow. Usually doesn't question me too much.
Alright then. Take care of yourself. Let out a sigh and place my face into my palms. Why do I keep finding myself in situations like these? Oh. Now I can bring up the thing where I was like, MC with his head to with his ear to the door. I was like, he is really lucky no students were walking around. Just seeing him with his fucking ear to the bathroom door would have been like, oh, bro got lucky. But yeah, no, that was a really nice scene. I couldn't say it because I didn't want to ruin the moment, but very nice CG as well. I really liked the Yuri CG. It was very cute looking. She was very sad. I mean, it was very sad CG. Very nice CG. Very nice moment, and it's something where it's like, right, like we have a lot of mods that tackle these situations, of course, and I feel like a lot of people kind of write off mods nowadays for stuff like this, because, you know, it's like, if you really want to hear, you know, MC help Yuri with her, you know, with her cutting and everything, you can play Blue Skies, you can do, you know, there's a bunch of mods that do this, and I feel like a lot of people write off mods because they're like, oh, the idea has already been done before, I don't want to play this, or that's bad because the idea has already been done before. I feel like an idea isn't bad just because it's been done before. You can still execute it really well, which is exactly what this showed. Like, sure, are there other mods that have executed this? Yeah, but it doesn't mean this mod should be seen lesser for it. Like, just because it comes out after other mods have done it doesn't mean that doesn't mean the execution should be ridiculed for happening after people have already done it, you know? It's like, I still feel like this should still get its props, because this was still made well, you know? I like that MC, of course, obviously didn't know the right things to say. He said what anybody could really say at that moment, just kind of reassuring Yuri that he'll be there for her and that they'll all be there for her and that he doesn't see her differently. Really, if anything, he mostly was Yuri talking with him responding, which I think worked the best because, like I said, it shows that he doesn't know what to say. He's just kind of answering her questions or her concerns, saying things like, you guys aren't going to hang out with me, you aren't going to like me anymore, and he's like, that's not true, you know, stuff like that. Yeah, that was really nice. We'll go for a little bit more, and then we'll stop. But we'll go for a little bit more, because I feel like it's weird to stop it here, so maybe we'll see how left the day is. Also, yeah, very unlucky for MC, though. He just keeps running into this shit. The only slight thing I could maybe make a goddamn is maybe the fact that we kind of tackled Yuri's problem very early on in the story. Like, we didn't really get maybe enough time for us to really settle down. Like, it was just like, goddamn, like, Yuri's problem has already been has already been acknowledged. Like, Jesus. You know, like, we're still technically in the beginning of the mod, but I guess in the defense, this is supposed to take place after the base game of DDLC. So if you add on to that onto this mod, then it isn't too early, I suppose. I guess it isn't too early for it to be tackled. Now we're back into the club room, trying my best to look as normal as possible. Well, about time! Hey, what happened to letting people do their thing, huh?
Allow me to point out that taking long bathroom breaks is the entire reason why we're all concerned in the first place. So you can imagine this feels like some form of betrayal. Hey, Monica, it wasn't that serious. Look, the point is, I got seriously bored in here just talking to Monica about school and whatnot. To be honest with you, Prez, I thought you'd have plenty more things to talk about that didn't involve school. School has just been really exhausting lately. You know how crazy things can get for me, you know? Yeah, alright, I guess that's fair. We should hang out some more then. Huh? Hang out? Like, outside of school?
Duh. What else do you think that means, dummy?
Right, yes. I would enjoy that.
Monica appears utterly bewildered by Natsuki's offer. Yeah, now are they actually gonna hang? Oh my lord, that's gonna confuse her, because like the fact that she's never been able to hang out with them outside of the club, she's like, wait, what? We can hang out outside of the. I feel like that's gonna be a really big turning point for her, because I think that's gonna really make her be like, wait, they might be people. like that's gonna make her really be like, what the fuck? They're people. Monica appears utterly bewildered by Natsuki's offer. Can't really tell if it's because it's not really something Natsuki would do, or something else entirely. Besides, I need a breath of fresh air. Speaking figuratively, of course. I'd like to hang out with someone who'll actually listen to me for once.
I thought you and Yuri already hung out with each other. Or are you talking about your other friends?
Oh, well, yeah, but
Wait, what do you mean my other friends? You never met them. Right, I guess I assumed you had other friends or something. Well, I do, but whatever, it doesn't matter.
Oh my god, friend 1 and friend 2, canon?
I'm gonna head back home now. Don't want to be late. Don't you want to wait for Yuri? See if she turns up? I'll give her a call when I get home. Really can't stick around for much longer.
She quickly throws her bag around her shoulder and swiftly exits the room. Well, that sure was interesting. Monika's demeanor suddenly changes.
Interesting is one way to put it. I got a text message from Yuri just a few minutes ago, right before you returned. Is there anything you'd like to tell me, Zero?
Crap! Natsuki and I figured that Yuri ended up going to the library instead of the club because she was bored.
Okay, and do you know anything else?
Not really. What's with all these questions, Monika? Are you accusing me of something?
And why are you acting so defensive? Truth is that I'm growing more and more concerned with Yuri's behavior. Not really club material.
Club material? What does that mean? It's never brought up when I first joined. It's being brought up now.
What I meant is, if you're not going to bother showing up for most of the club meeting, then why bother being in it at all?
I hate to admit it, he's got a point. Not really fair to any of the others. At the same time, they have no idea what's going on with her. I mean... yeah? I'm gonna say, I'm kind of with MC, as much as I hate to admit it. Yeah? Yeah, if you don't really show up to the meetings, you're always leaving, then, that's kind of any club work. So Yuri kind of has to tell the truth soon, I think. It's just, as much as it's one of those where it's, obviously, I'm taking this from the route of Monika doesn't know what's going on with Yuri. Monika obviously knows. So, I'm obviously taking this from the route of MC's perspective of, yeah, that makes sense. From Monika's perspective, it's Monika, that's mean. What makes it so much worse is that Yuri seemed pretty convinced that Monika was going to ask too many questions. Well, why bring this up with me? You should talk to her about it.
I'm asking you because you and Natsuki are the only ones that have been really talking with her these last few days. I was just wondering if you had any insight on the matter. It's my job to look out for my club members, you know?
Right. Well, I hope things work out then. Rather not have her get kicked out of the club or whatever the consequences of not being club material are. Means a lot to her. Trust me.
I'll be sure to have a talk with her then. Take care, Zero. So how to say Ori for me when you see her?
I smile and nod and gather my things. Need any help with anything before I go?
Oh, no, I'm good. Thanks for asking, though. You've really improved in your proactiveness, Zero.
Huh?
You know, always want to help and make sure everything's going well. Come a long way since the first time you stepped in through those doors. Terry would be proud.
She definitely saw what happened with Yuri. Oh, thanks, I guess. Speaking of Sayori, though, seemed pretty worried about you not being able to handle the club by yourself today. I told her not to worry and have a little faith in you. Seems I was right.
Oh, you really said that. Well, I'm glad she thinks so. I'm a bit of a workaholic, I guess.
Okay, then. Well, have a good afternoon.
You too.
As I make my way back home, I see a familiar face sitting on my doorstep. Actually, we'll play through this, yeah.
Surprise! I waited for you here. Hopefully that isn't weird or anything.
Terry's bruise is completely bare and out in the open, which is strange to me. Ever since the incident, she's always insisted on covering it up, even around me. Having out definitely means something significant occurred today. Not weird at all. School is stressful, so this is the highlight of my day. How'd the session go?
I'm sorry to hear that. School can be pretty lame sometimes.
Yeah.
But I'm sure with the other girls around to keep you company, it wasn't all bad.
Well, I didn't have much of a choice, but sure.
How were they, by the way?
Get a brief flash of Yuri's arm. About what you'd expect. And all of them are off doing their own thing. Nothing out of the ordinary or anything.
Ah, I see.
She's not really buying that, is she? Your session?
Oh, right, the session. It was a good one. It was all about facing the past.
I see. Let's head inside and talk more about this, okay? Actually, give with all the time I've been spending with her recently, a question like this still feels really strange to ask. I was wondering if you'd stay the night, if that's okay with you and your mom, of course. I don't want to push past any boundaries, you know?
Oh, well, I don't know, Zero. I don't want to impose.
No, I insist. I want to hear about your day. Maybe watch a movie or something. For all time's sake.
Okay, yeah, that sounds pretty fun.
Internally sigh in relief and open up the door to let her inside. That relief is then replaced with some slight self-doubt. This is the right thing to do, right? Inviting her over to spend the night takes on a very different context when we're both young adults and not children. I shake my head. Sure, it'll be fine. It's fine. You're overthinking it, you baby. Okay, so now we get to figure out what's going on with Monica.
Okay, now all I have to do is wait. A bit confused as to why Natsuki was even able to ask me something like that. Even Zero. As far as I know, the code doesn't extend beyond a few scenes. I really should take up her offer, though, just to see what would happen. Phone vibrates, and to my surprise, she responded back to me. Okay, I'll be there, it reads. I lock my phone and place my face in my palms. Why is this happening now? Of all times it could have happened. My control diminishes every single day, and there's nothing I can do about it. I wince at the pain and grab my arm. My eyes jerk open in shock. This pain, it almost feels just like... Am I somehow feeling her through the script? No matter how hard I try, I can't get used to these flashes. It's so loud and terrifying. So I raise my hand up and wave it in the air. A simple but sharp-looking knife blade appears and drops on the desk next to me. Why am I still able to do things like this? It just doesn't make any sense. How is it that I have control over the smaller aspects of the game, but not what I actually need? Slowly pick up the knife. I gently lift up my sleeve up to my elbow and take a deep breath. Slowly drive the blade in my skin, immediately tearing it open and allowing my own blood to seep through to the surface. I wince in pain, and I feel a sensation I've never felt before. I move the knife down and cut more skin. These begin to form under my eyes, but not from the pain. The pain I'm feeling now is nothing like what I'm already going through. The blood starts dripping onto the desk and onto my clothes. My body instinctively wants me to stop, but I just can't. It's absolutely exhilarating. Man finally gives way and lets go of the blade. God, so that's how that feels. I don't think I'm ever going to do that again. Can't fall in the same trap as she did. I'm supposed to be the responsible one. I don't even know what that means anymore. If I decide to really end it all, at least I know it'll be nothing compared to this hell. But no, can't give up. When I know you're still there. The line of code slices at me, leaving me absolutely winded. I try to recover, some small footsteps getting closer with each second. I scrambled out my bag to find some papers to cover up my bloodstains. Despite the pain, I quickly roll down my sleeve and wait patiently for Yuri. Sally walks in and already starts looking around for her things. Hey Yuri, sorry for making you walk all the way back here again. Just don't think I'd be able to handle your things overnight. Didn't want someone to steal anything valuable or anything, you know?
Oh, it's quite alright, Monica. I wasn't too far from school grounds anyway.
What's the matter, Yuri? Something on your mind?
What? Nothing.
You're not the best at hiding things, are you?
Monica, I really don't think I know what you're talking about.
I point to her left arm, which makes her hide it almost instantly.
What?
Yeah, I know all about it. Not exactly behavior I want to condone. Not in this club. I'm sure you understand that. Yuri's breathing starts to really intensify. Even though I somewhat expected this time, seeing it with my own eyes is making me feel strange.
Oh God. Monica, please. Don't do this to me.
I have to, Yuri. Can't within good conscience allow you to keep...
I want to get better. I want to try. You have to give me a second chance, Monica, please. Please. This club means the world to me. I want to get better, Monica. I really do. You have to give me this chance.
What the? Just like with Sayori, I'm starting to feel Yuri, I'm sorry, Yuri. Finally grabbed my left arm. I was just doing what I thought was right. I just want to keep this club a safe place for everyone. I hadn't realized you felt this way about it. No, I have to do something. I can't just stand by and watch anymore. How about you take a break from the club then?
What do you mean?
Just take a short leave from the club. Help you figure yourself out. It's what I'd do, personally speaking.
It probably cause more problems for the rest of you. Maybe I just won't come back at all.
If that's how you feel, then I won't be against that. You have to do what makes you happy.
But I'd miss you all so much. You don't really understand, Monica. You've really made this club a safe place for me. I don't really feel like I fit in anywhere else in school.
Oh? Somehow I find that hard to believe. A pretty girl like you shouldn't have too much trouble finding friends.
I guess you still don't know enough about me then.
Trust me, I know more than you may think.
You know that I really do struggle to make friends.
Well, sure. Still, you probably attract the attention of all the boys around school. Don't you notice how Zero's been acting around you?
What do you mean?
Come on, Yuri. You're a smart girl. Really, you've noticed that Zero's been really trying to suck up to you ever since Sayori's accident.
I'm sure that's just between him and I, Monica. I'd appreciate if this conversation would carry on any further, please.
Yuri? You know how much this will break Sayori's heart, right? She suddenly wipes her tears away and looks directly at me.
Okay, Monica. I don't appreciate that type of accusation being thrown at me.
Oh, sorry. I just don't want any more drama to start because of how close you guys seem to be getting.
Hey, Monica. I'll take your advice then. I'll take a break from the club. I don't know if I'll come back.
Take your time. Don't feel forced to come back if you don't feel ready.
Thank you for putting up with someone like me and allowing me to stay here for as long as I did.
Yuri quickly gathers her things and walks out of the room, graceful as ever. Sit down at the desk in front of the room and let out a sigh. Why is that so difficult to carry out? In any case, I succeeded. All I have to do is make sure things don't get out of hand.
What are you looking at me for? I ain't defending that. That just reminded me of something. I just remembered base salvation. I just remembered, right, the plot to regular salvation was that Monica starts to feel all of their problems she starts to feel all of their issues. I totally forgot about that in original salvation. It was Monica starts, I think it was like she starts to feel a lot of their problems and stuff because she says, am I feeling her through the script? Zero's redemption arc? Well, no, because what am I supposed to defend? I don't defend. I mean, the only thing that I'll say is, if anything, it's like I'm being a true fan of Monica's character. There's nothing to defend there because Monica herself doesn't defend any of her actions in Act 3. What Monica is doing is what she does. She hasn't gotten her realization that they're real yet. So, what she's doing is what we expect her to do. What do you want me to say? That's what I'm saying. Like, this is Monica. But the one thing I will say is she is slowly caring about them because, as she mentions, why was that so hard to do? It's like, why was that so difficult to carry out? Like, she is slowly starting to care a little bit more. Again, kind of showing, like I said, something I always felt in base DDLC was that Monica was putting on a false facade. But she was putting on false confidence to make it seem like this was fine and not affecting her. But really, on the inside, she wants to die. She's like, everything's fine. I don't feel anything. And then on the inside, she's like, I want to kill myself. This sucks. I really wish I didn't have to delete them. This is basically, it's basically how it happened in DDLC. There's nothing to defend because Monica wouldn't even defend herself. And I guess it's towards the end of the mod, she realized her mistakes. Obviously, but I'm definitely thinking that she's gonna feel, here's a deal. I'm gonna give a little theory before we end this episode. I'm thinking that the Natsuki moment where she takes up Natsuki on her offer, I'm thinking this is going to be a pivotal moment for Monica. Because I think this is going to, at least I think so, it's going to show Monica that it's going to give her more evidence of them being capable of being their own people. So I think this is going to be a pivotal moment for her, and I think it might even make her feel really bad about what she said to Yuri. I could be wrong, but I'm just going off of logic here. Because again, the reason why Monica's so mean to them is because she sees the character files. She sees they have character files. She's like, they have character files. They're not people. I can mess with their character files. They're not people. So she's still kind of struggling with that. So if she sees that they're actually capable of doing different things, I think it's gonna make her realize, oh my god, these might be people. What did I just say to Yuri? Like, oh my god, what did I say to her? Kind of like with the Sayori. When Sayori was so sad and she had to leave the room. Like, she felt so bad what she said to her that she just had to leave because she was like, oh my god, what did I say? Like, why would I, like, what did I do? What have I done? I think that's literally what she said was, what have I done? So yeah, I'm curious to see if she does take Natsuki on her offer. I really think she will, because I feel like it would be a Chekhov's gun if not, you know? It's got Chekhov's gun. Why would they just have that and never bring it up again? So yeah. So make a file named 0 on my computer, then 0 isn't real. Well, I mean, that only works if I'm in your computer. I'm not. It only works is if you edit the 0 file on your computer and it affects me in real life, then you'd probably start questioning if I'm real. That's what I'm saying. Like, Monica isn't just the fact they have character files. The fact that she could tamper with said files was what made her feel like they were not real. Anyway, we'll have to see. Really loving this mod so far. It's going good. Mwah. Beautiful so far. Like I said, I don't even think I have like any nitpicks or problems. I think the only one, like I said, I could probably think of was Yuri's problem kind of coming a little too quickly, maybe. Kind of felt like we probably should have had like a few days before being introduced to a new issue that Yuri had, being introduced to Yuri's problem. But even with that, like, wasn't that big of a deal for me. So, you know, I feel like that was still kind of fine. I mean, it didn't feel forced or anything, you know. It flowed well, you know. Like, it didn't feel forced. Like, that's really just, like I said, if you really want to ask me for a problem, then I can say that, but it's like not even really a big deal. But yeah. Again, I like how Monica she's sympathetic, but you can also, she still has her little Act 1 self in there. Yeah, I like that. She still has her little manipulative self. She's still in there. Anyway, that is it. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to download this mod for yourself, the link is in the description below. This has been Zero. Peace.